Hi YouTube, Brian James on his path to Paphos. If this is your first time on the channel, I'm a dual national Irish cum Brit who moved to the beautiful island of Cyprus in the blue Mediterranean Sea in April 2025, living in the town of Paphos. So welcome to the channel. If you're a previous viewer, welcome back. As you can hear, I'm in a bit of a noisy place. This is right beside the roundabout at King's Avenue. I'm at the King's Avenue Mall, sitting in Cafe Nero, and just looking out over the centre of the roundabout there. Now, when I first started to come to Paphos in about 2019, it was a mess. That was a real mess in the middle of the place. It was just basically dirt. And I've watched them over the last few years landscaping it all out. Nice and slowly, they're doing a really good job, and today it's starting to really look good there. You look out from this cafe, and where it was just a mess, it looks lovely. Behind it, you've got the walkway. And that walkway wasn't there until a year or two back. That walkway had something different. It draws the eye. I've got a photographer's eye. And that lovely line across which curves up into the distance. That, to me, is a really nice aesthetic touch. Now, I'm getting a little bit sick of watching people on some of these videos who will have a go at Paphos and have a go at Cyprus in general about some of the bad things of it. I even was pushed into doing a video on my 9 things. Well, it was only 9, it should have been 10, but I couldn't think of a 10th one. 9 things I dislike about Paphos. Now, I didn't go into everything. I didn't need to go into everything, but one of the things that came out from it was things like the rubbish bins. Yes, I agree, the rubbish is a bit of a problem here, but they're doing something about it. Just today I was driving out from where I live, and there was a team of workers who were putting drop curbs in at the end of my street, where it had just been basically rubbly type sort of curb before. Didn't even have a proper path there. They've now got a proper path, a proper drop curb, which looks nice, it's presentable, very functional. And it didn't take them long to do, but it made such a difference. Now, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, one of the guys I watch on YouTube, the Mac Master, if you haven't checked him out, have a look at the Mac Master. I'm not having to go to him particularly on this, but he came across to Paphos for a few days. And I was really pleased. I was in Paphos at the time. I was staying at the Imperial Hotel. And I was thinking to myself, great, this will be a marvellous bit of publicity for the place. But it was around about the time they were doing all the roadworks and the changes down beside the harbour area. And instead of being a little bit open about the idea of that, you don't get, you know, you can't make an omelette without breaking an egg, so you don't get the change without doing some disruption and building work. Instead, it was just a tirade of negatives about the place. And I really got down about that because I could see what they were doing. Now again, when I started to come to Paphos in 2019, I remember walking on the harbour area. And you've got to remember, when I first came to Paphos, actually it was about 1999, but only came once then. And in 1999, the harbour was a total different area. Since then, of course, they became part of the EU, they got funding, and the harbour is a beautiful place to go down now. But between 2019 and now, they've done things like remove the traffic from the harbour area. It's a really safe, easy place for people to go and enjoy. Very, very clean, very welcoming. And it does rather get me down when you see some of these people who are just slagging the place off. Don't get me wrong, there are issues. As I said, somebody mentioned about the rubbish around the place, and it's something which I really get down about. There's graffiti, there's an awful lot of graffiti around the place, which again, I feel spoils the place. But let's not be too hard on Paphos, and let's not be too hard on the other place in Cyprus. Again, in my time, I've seen so many changes for the better. So many changes to make the place more presentable to the rest of the world. More to make it comfortable to live. Just last year, Coral Bay Strip opened after a major rebuild on all the street. And now, it's a very clean, very presentable, very welcoming place to bring tourists into, because it is a tourist area, that remember. And if it's going to be unpleasant, if it's going to be dirty, if it's going to be dusty and grubby and difficult to walk on, they'll not come. So all these things which I'm seeing here are making some huge differences. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm really interested in your comments on this one. Because I'm making Paphos my home, and I like to see my home look at its best. So some of the things which have been mentioned, as I say, like the rubbish and the graffiti, I totally agree with you on. But to have goes about the place generally, when there's so much going on, as I say, the The centre roundabout here is just one example. The harbour's another example. Coral Bay is another example. There's an awful lot of work going on to make this not only just a pleasant place to live, but a really something of a showcase for the rest of the world to come and visit. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would be interested in the idea, you'll find that there's a QR code up there, and if you hit on that, because I know that a lot of you watch us on TV, you don't actually, you can't actually see the details box. So if you just watch on TV and you'd like to give a little bit of support to the channel, you can hit the QR code with your camera, and then you can buy me a coffee or a beer up there. The other thing is, as well, as I said in the previous video, I just launched my membership channel. And this video will be going out on my membership channel first. It's going to be going out for a couple of days on the membership channel before I release it to the main world. So if you want to see early releases, or if you'd like to see some members-only specific videos, please consider joining the membership. There's various tiers. And again, the link is below, so you'll have to, if you're on TV, you will have to go and have a look at that. I haven't got a QR code for it yet. But consider being a channel member. It opens up lots of extra possibilities for you. But the main thing is, like and subscribe this video, hit the notification and tick the all box to see more and more videos from me, because they do cost you nothing. They are free. And I've got lots more content coming up on my path to Paphos. So I hope you enjoy your path to Paphos, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.